Here we are. After some 24 months and at least 2,400 emails, we have managed to come together. It seems so unlikely and impossible that we could pull it off, but somehow we did it. When I started thinking about making this trip to Knoxville, I had so many different emotions wash over me. I was excited because I had so many friends that I was going to get to see again. I was nervous because I hadn't seen these friends in 20 years. I was anxious because I didn't remember if I could sing any of this music anymore. And I was old. That's where the 20 years comes in. But mostly I was thankful. I was thankful for the opportunity to be reunited with these people, to rehearse this music, and to relive many of my fondest memories. By many standards, I have had a very fortunate life. After I graduated in 1987, I had the opportunity to see the world and to study with wonderful musicians and work with some of the greatest opera singers that we have seen in the last 100 years. And now I'm lucky enough to be able to call both New York City and San Francisco home. But what touches me even more is that I now have the chance to teach young musicians in the same way that Mr. Hoke taught us every summer. Some of my friends have called me the bee charmer, as though I have developed some ability to get what I want out of life through saying the right thing, the right look, snapping my finger. But I have always known that my music started in Hall's Crossroads. First at Hall's Middle School, but then trained and inspired by Mr. Hoke. My first exposure for playing for singers and hearing opera was in the schools. And the music and the high school madrigals became my life. And as if the music weren't enough, who could properly describe the joy in being excused from all of our classes for the entire month of December? We had madrigal dinners in Fountain City. We routinely took top honors at festival. We self-anointed ourselves state champions, which really drove all of my friends at Doyle High School crazy. There was Tops in Nashville, Expo 86 in Vancouver, and for some of us, an Alaskan cruise, and the 10,000 candy bars we sold and ate to get there. And of course, Stromboli at Mr. Hoke's house. But aside from that, there was the music. Can any of us even hear a Christmas carol without thinking of the way Mr. Hoke directed us with that feather in his hat? I remember the grasshopper. I remember Bach's Sheep May Safely Graze. And I remember our production of West Side Story, which is still, without a doubt, the most southern production of that show I have ever seen. And still the video that comes back to haunt me. But as though life were trying to keep me honest, I must say that my bee charming skills have wavered recently. Having already lost my father when I was very young, in the past few years, I've also lost my mother and my oldest brother. And my only surviving sibling and his family have now relocated to South Carolina. So when I introduce myself as a Tennessee-born and still recovering Southern Baptist, people inevitably ask me, "Oh, do you get home very often?" And my answer, which always starts with a sigh, is no, I'm afraid not. I don't have any family left in Knoxville. This weekend and all that has led up to it has really made me reconsider that answer. More than blood, I have come to realize that family is those who share your past, they share your passions, and your best interests. For my years at Halls High School, the Madrigals were my family, and Mr. Hoke held that family together. With a blend of discipline and so much love, he took care of us, nurtured us, and fed us. And in return, he received our devotion and our enthusiasm. I hope that this weekend serves as a reminder both to him and to us of the impact he has had on each one of our lives. I am so proud to be part of this group, and I am proud to be able to tell people that indeed I have a very large family alive and well in Tennessee.